Next part would be the actual body of the RSVP. Now what you need to do with this, you technically can stop here and just put everything together, but if you're a little more fancy, you can do what most people do, which is stick an insert in it. And insert is just for visual appeal only. There's no real point to them. You might make your mod a little bit heavier, but it's not really that noticeable. But this isn't actually the type of body I use for my RSVP MX. I do something like this. You'll notice that it looks a little different. What I do here is I put a little bit of tape around the part where the RSVP grip once was, which is right here. And then the reason for that is because when you put the HGG grip on top, which is what you have to do, you have to slide it on, and it's a little bit loose. I think it goes for all HGGs, but my grip was a little bit looser, so I put tape on to wind the barrel so that it would fit more snugly. And you also notice I have Teflon tape, which I can't seem to find around here. Oh, here it is. But it's this white tape. It's hard to cut, but it looks like this. It's kind of elastic a little bit. You want to cut maybe a little bit of that off and then try to wrap it around the tip, so that when you put the HGG tip on it, which is what you have to do, it'll stay better. You can't see it, but there are rungs here that I actually made from this. So once you do that, you have to kind of experiment and see how thick you need it. I think I put 2 rounds of tape on this and then slid my HGG over it, but you have to do some experimenting on your own. I don't know the exact numbers. Same goes with the Teflon tape. So after you stick that on, you want to screw the HGG tip on it nice and firmly so that it doesn't fall off, doesn't rattle, and it looks like an actual pen tip. Now you take your HGG grip, here it is, and then you want to slide it on. Which direction, it doesn't really matter. I tend to put the part with the ring towards the barrel, just because it looks nicer, I think. And if your HGG grip doesn't stretch all the way to the tip, that's alright. After an amount of use, it will stretch to that point. Now, again, at this point, you can just put everything together and then have a plain looking MX, but I don't do that. I put an insert in. I don't know what the exact dimension of the inserts are, but this is the one I use. It's the one for the 7 mod, 7G3 mod. I kind of stretched the dimensions a little bit so that it would fit an RSVP barrel. How you do this is, I'm going to use this as an example. Say this is your insert. You want to take your ink tube. You can do this with or without the back plug on, but then you roll it like this around. And this isn't the exact dimensions of the paper either, but you want to wrap the insert around the ink tube like this, and then you want to take that and then you want to stick that inside the RSVP barrel. Kind of fits. And then you can just screw it on, but obviously this isn't the right size, so I'm going to take that out. But that's how you roll an RSVP insert. This one's already pre-rolled, so I'm just going to roll that in. Again, it's already rolled. You don't have to, redo it, obviously. But if you just have a brand new insert that you just printed or something, then you need to roll it the first time. So you put the insert in, and then you take the ink tube part with the back cap, and then you screw that on. Then you take the modded cap, and then you stick it on, and voila, you have your RSVP MX. I guess I'll do a review on it later, but you have different types of MXs. This is the original one that has just an HGG tip and grip. That's it. I have another one here which is just plain, there's no insert. It's not recognizably lighter. I also have a few more if you give me a second. I personally don't know why I have this many MXs, but again, this is a normal MX. You'll see that the tip, the HGG grip here hasn't really stretched far up yet, but again, with use and time, that will stretch. This one has an insert that has the marked center of balance, so if you balance it on your finger, you can sort of do that. off balance, whatever. But there's that one. You can do all different types of colors. Like you have this one, which I have a chunk of a profile grip on here, but it's exactly the same. It's a little more balanced, as you can see. The center of gravity on the insert actually matches up with the balance of the actual pen. And this here, this is not an RSVP MX, this is my personal K-Turn MX. I've greatly modified this, so I'm not going to go explain how I put this together, but it's basically my MX version. It's a little more balanced, a little heavier to fit my spinning needs. But basically, this is the RSVP MX. Again, just an RSVP, Pentel RSVP, medium or fine tip ballpoint pen, along with an HGG or hybrid gel grip made by Pentel. Those have been discontinued in the United States, so basically you have to get that somewhere online, like Penwish, or trade with someone else. But that's basically how, you know, that MX is. And that is the tutorial. I'll make a review on it, maybe, and I'll post it as a video response to this. But, yeah, you can just look at this. And, well, good luck. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I'll try and answer them as quick as I can.